As a single mom and a divorcee, I see no reasons to be with me other than for recreation. Uh-oh. All right, guys, y'all looking at the thumbnail. Y'all looking at the title of the video. Y'all already know what time it is. It is time to get active. So active we will. Guys, I did a video not too long ago, all right? Uploaded it to the YouTube channel, and it was a IG live conversation. Feel free to follow me. Link to it down in the description box down below. It's an IG live conversation. Title of the video was, Single Mother Argues, Stop Telling Men to Not Date Single Mothers. As you can see, video did particularly well. Almost 100,000 views in a few days. Anyway, so I did this video, and we had a very great conversation, I will say. It was her asking my position as her being a single mother, me saying the position from the position of what I tell to men, how I coach men. But I started off with the idea that, context particularly matters, okay? Within this conversation, we ended it off in relatively good standing. But at the end of it, I don't think that she liked the answer, okay? She agreed with the answer because she said within her own life, if her son came home and brought home a single mother and her son was in college, had no kids, she would not want that for him. So she agreed, but she didn't like the answer, the logical answer that we came to, okay? Now, within that being said, I thought it was a very interesting conversation, but it got a ton of comments, and I want to go over 2 comments with you guys here today, both from single mothers that were down into the comment section. They're very different in nature, but I think it's important to be able to go over. So without further ado, guys, have you also noticed in this clip right here that my skin is absolutely shimmering? It's absolutely glowing. Have you ever asked yourself, what type of skincare routine do I have? That's why I'm excited to have Tease Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. Guys, listen up, listen close. Grooming and taking care of yourself is an essential and an integral part of being a man. More often than not, from a grooming perspective, we like to focus in on, brushing our teeth or maybe styling our hair. Guys, the #1 thing that I see that men lose sight on is having a fantastic skin care routine. And frankly, I don't know why, because it's the #1 thing that ladies like to notice when they initially meet you. Guys, I've been utilizing the products over at Tease Hanley for maintaining my skin care regimen. Now, I recommend that you start off with their level 1 system, which will give you all the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of all the gook and the grime that resides underneath your skin. A 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of all of the dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer that comes with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting yourself against the sun, as well as a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay nice and hydrated throughout the night. And my favorite part about Tease Hanley is that in every box comes this handy dandy instruction note card that tells you what products to use, how much of each product to use, and even the time of day to use them. And because Tease Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they want to give my viewers a fantastic deal. Guys, the first link down in the description box down below, go down there, click it to get not only the best deal that they can offer, but then also a free gift in your first package. The link is down below. Go and click it, guys. It's only $25 to get started. All right, so I saw this one and immediately I had to screenshot this one because I couldn't believe what it what it was that I was seeing. But let's go over it. Yes! Stop telling men this, not to date single mothers. Half of the men who are single would not have half of the things that they have or had coming up if it wasn't from their stepdads! Exclamation points ×5. Okay. So already we see what this is. I'll tell you guys, as soon as I started reading this, the first thing that I said to myself is that this is a single mother. She hasn't said it yet, but let's keep going within this. Kids shouldn't be looked at as a burden. Here's the thing is that I think that they should. That's how I keep it funky with you. Kids are a major burden. They're a major burden. Kids are such a direct hamper on your progression in life. I take my pops, for example, who was a musician, put everything on the line to stop his career, right? In order to make sure that he was a presence, that he was a father within my life. And after they got divorced, he stayed within that, chose not to go out, not to go touring, not to go out to the clubs each and every other night, to be a father. It's a major burden. And I think the more that we're not truthful about how much kids have an impact, a burden-filled impact on your life, the more that you're going to have single women talking about, well, it's okay to have unprotected sex out of wedlock because kids are just such bundles of joys and they're so beautiful and da-da-da. And then also relying on daddy government to pick up whatever mistakes that they had made. And then also you'd have less brothers going raw daddy in young women that they know for damn sure they just want to get their pickle tickled by, okay? And want nothing else to do with them. Stop, wrap up. Anyway, nor should you deprive a single mother from trying to be loved or loved by a man with no kids. Listen, I'm not trying to do shit. I'm just trying to communicate the market of how we think. Men who are highly competitive, okay, that have gone on a path to do incredible things to create the value within their life. Okay, they don't need any convincing from me. They're already choosing. All right, they're already choosing based off of what's in the market. All right, all I'm saying is that don't let anyone manipulate you into choosing something that you never wanted to begin with. All right, as long as she can financially provide for her children and have other attitudes or attributes, you are looking for with no drama, what's the problem? Again, as I said in the original video, there's always a degree of drama. If you want to live together, then where's the child going to go? You need to discipline the child. Is he okay? Are you okay with him disciplining the child? Is that what you really want? Right, like, so there's burden, there's drama. These things will happen. I think for you to set up an idea that that you're going to completely separate the two is bullshit. All right? I have 2 kids. Here we go. I tell my boys, if you're not going to make her a wife, don't make her a mother. I don't know why I went country on that accent. I apologize. I had my kids young and early in my 20s. Well, I'm glad that you learn from your mistakes and you're coaching them. To wrap it up, I came from a family, both sides, mother and father married. There's some weird usage of commas within this post. I was living with no reactions. What? But I'm forever grateful for my kids. I think she means regrets. This don't date single moms only hinder men who have something going for himself, and the female he's interested in comes with baby daddy drama, not financially stable, lower class. Every woman is not looking for a high value man. Some women want a man who's emotionally stable, knows what it takes to be a man, and takes pride being a man. Clearly a run-on sentence, so to be honest, I don't even know what that sentence just said. So I think what she's trying to say is that not every man is, not every woman is looking for a high-value man, so a lower-value man is much more in accords to deal with a baby mother. You guys hear that? That's how they think about that's how they think about you, okay? I went on a healing journey for myself. And guess who I keep attracting? Men with no kids, with something going for themselves. There's a big difference, mama, in attracting men versus keeping men. Big difference. I am a woman who has something going for myself. I get what you're saying, but that's mediocre, in my opinion. If you don't date a single mom, cool. But some men are taking a liking to single moms because she's in her feminine energy. She's nurturing, loving, sensitive, healing. She cooks, cleans, and can handle a household. Okay, so this has gone from a single mother argument to essentially what she thinks she brings to the table. So she's mixing in generally what can happen to what she thinks she can offer and she can provide. But the thing is you still come with a child. You've created a barrier that most men don't want to topple, okay? If you're just looking for a dude, a masculine dude, listen, at the end of the day, I support that, okay? Try to get the highest option for whatever you're giving out. I'm not telling you not to be able to. I'm just supporting and standing up for men to let them know that your 20s is some of the most important times in your life to fortify, solidify who you are. And one of the things that can get you caught up in not being intentional with your time is dealing with a woman that comes with baggage. All right, let's finish up. I work in a medical field. Do you know what race and gender, she adds in these weird commas, and gender I see only dialysis with high blood pressure and or diabetes? Black men! Okay. Let me move this up. Some going through it alone. Some men don't like single mothers because we put our kids first. I do understand. I love my kids, not then. Here's the thing. The argument of black men being alone on dialysis has nothing to do with black men dating single mothers. Are you saying that if he did choose a single mother, then he wouldn't be on dialysis alone in the hospital? I mean, because that's just, it's a grab. It's a reach, okay? it's a big grab. It's a big reach. I mean, you even say it right here. Some men don't like single mothers because we put our kids first. And we know that. We know that that's part of the BS with signing up for that job, okay? I do understand. I love my kids, not them. So you're telling me you would choose him in dialysis in the hospital over your kids? Because right here in this note, you're saying not them, okay? But we know that at the end of the day, all right? But guys, let's go over to the next note. You guys are going to get a kick out the next note as well. As a single mom and a divorcee, I see no reasons to be with me other than for recreation. Uh-oh. We have a young lady here that hits us with a degree of responsibility and accountability, all right? She's probably teaching good lessons to her sons, if she's got sons. I do not crave no new man be anything more to my children than just my friend. Like someone to show my son how to drive a car, a motorbike, and stuff like that. The blood dad is in the kids' lives regularly for scheduled weekends, and those are really weekends I am free. And yes, I do crave to have a bit of pleasure, fun, excitement, or just rest. The burden that I talked to you guys about before, that the first person just claims that I should just not talk about the burden of parenthood, which is utterly ridiculous, okay? This kind of thinking got me in a committed relationship with the best man I could ever imagine. Pay attention, all 13 and a half young ladies that still watch this channel, but still I tell them, listen, I am the last option for your choices. Let me step up my game so you go nowhere because you too tired already. All right? Notice what she says. She's not saying, no, stop telling men the truth. What she's saying is that she knows where she now fits into the totem pole, and now she's rising to the occasion. That's it. So what's so hilarious about this is that the first video that I did on this, okay, the one that I introduced in the beginning, the question that the young lady asked was, so what? So single mothers should just die now? Like, if
that's the case, then should we assume that all single moms should just kind of just end their life once they have a child?
No. Why is the assumption that when we talk about this, that the next conclusion is for y'all to just give up? No. Rise to the occasion, build up the other things, the other components, the other traits that we say that we're looking for in order to increase the likelihood of you getting a man. But yeah, I agree. Single moms are like the last choice. I wouldn't like my sons to start life with a single mom without trying to be with a childless woman first. Really? Guys, listen, I wanted to go over these two different posts because the dichotomy of the two was so miraculously different, and oftentimes I'm not as active after a video has been live for a couple of hours looking into the comment section. A lot of that's to do with my own mental health because, you know, there's a lot of shenanigans that happen down into the comment section. But I'm so happy I came across these two different varying perspectives, both coming from single mothers, that one is taking accountability and responsibility of the position that they are in life, being a divorcee and a single mother, and the other one just wants me to not be truthful to you. It's very interesting, but I refuse to pander to the masses of an existing media machine that has made millions of dollars off of lying to women. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Here's the thing. I think that the longer that we talk about the truth, the longer that both men and women will make more correct decisions going into the future. We should be visible with the information. We should be transparent with the lessons learned and with our experiences, because the more readily available that this information is, as it aligns to the truth that we actually govern ourselves by, the more information that young people will pick up on and then make correct decisions going into the future. I really, truly, and wholly believe that. The information is the key. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.